we're gonna break down
It's
this
like
meme.
sweating.
We're gonna do one watch through. Actually, we can set this up. So this is a baseball talk show.
Yeah.
And an earthquake happens during the talk show segment.
Yeah.
You know how like film is like amazing films can be distilled into like a pithy one sentence description. A man gets kidnapped and builds a suit of armor to save himself. Iron Man. Toys are alive. Toy Story. So the one sentence description of this is an earthquake occurs during an MLB talk show.
Yeah.
We're going to break down every single dynamic. We're going to break down every single character.
Because on its face, it's just like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. An earthquake
Yes.
happened.
You got a little bit of chocolate right there, my love. And I want to protect you. And you're... No, I don't think that's chocolate.
What is it?
I think you got a little splotch. Yo, okay, so there are very distinct dynamics in this. So let's go back over here. Let me see if I can. What was that? You know? Okay, so these guys right here, these guys are best friends.
You could say they're boys.
So these guys are boys. These guys have been doing this talk show together for the last like 10 years.
Yeah,
like
they probably definitely also played baseball together.
They're best of friends. They probably played baseball together in high school.
Yeah.
And they're definitely like so excited to be their homies. And check this guy out. Yo, he is the guy who like breaks down baseball into like numbers and just so nerdy. Yeah. And he's been on the show a couple of times and he gets the vibe like they don't like me. They're not vibing with me.
He knows.
So that like let's watch a couple of seconds with that in mind.
Last year no home away split, but this year an OPS 60.
So look, nothing's happening here. There's no earthquake here. And they're already heads down. They're like, not even listening to him, dude. Look, he's writing. This guy is writing. What is he writing? He's not writing anything important.
This year an OPS 65 points lower.
Oh, yo, I never noticed that. This guy's name is Carl for the purposes of this video. On this middle guy's sheet of paper, he wrote down the name Carl. And above, he wrote people that are invited back onto the show, and then under he wrote Carl's name. And then
last year no home away split, but this year an OPS 65 points low.
Crossed off.
He crossed it off, dude. Imagine that you're going through a potentially perilous situation. You're probably going to look at the person that you care about the most. Keep that in mind. In a perilous situation, you're going to look at the person that you care about.
Would be a good thing, but he simply cannot.
Yo,
immediately.
The immediate look to my right. But also, we see that this guy over here. We have to name. So this guy's name is Carl.
Yeah.
We have to name these other guys. Who are these other guys? Let's assign these. Chad. And then this guy is, what did he say?
Both Chad.
Jerry?
I like Jerry, yeah.
So this is Chad, this is Jerry. And Jerry is already looking at Chad. He's already experienced the earthquake.
He already knows something's up.
But he simply cannot hit.
He looks. So that kind of tells me something about the dynamic of their relationship. So this guy is kind of he'll submit ideas and then this guy executes. This guy's the facilitator.
Step by step, move by move, I'm a facilitator.
This guy's the executor. This is an indication to me that we're trying to segue or move past or address something. So
it's like
funny.
His red flag. It's like his, hey guys, something's up.
We haven't even addressed the elephant in the room that this guy is actually just still talking.
He simply cannot hit.
There is an earthquake happening and they're looking at each other.
He simply cannot hit lefties. We've seen this throughout his career. So on a contender, he'd be.
He's still talking. He's still talking. Stop. So he put his hand up. Jerry put his hand up as a means to segue, but Chad is gonna take over.
That would hurt his value, so you've got to watch out.
He's addressing the room.
For that.
Hang on.
What's going on? Lost the audio.
Hang on. Hold on.
No. What's shaking?
Here you can't hear anything because this guy said an unsavory word. So, dude,
On
this
air.
guy is just always talking and he's cursing
Yeah.
on live TV.
Yeah.
Like every single party foul you can commit has been committed by this guy.
What's shaking?
What's shaking?
What's shaking? What do you mean by that?
The thing he says after this is even more astronomical.
Yeah.
The whole room is shaking.
Yeah.
Yo, what's happening? No, the whole room is shaking. Is there an earthquake?
Is there a building shaking?
Is there a building shaking?
Not the building they're in. Just a building.
Is there a building in general shaking, dude?
Silence. But why does he have
Should
a
we
kind of... Jerry
building
has kind of like
shaking?
a smirk.
Yeah, why does he look so smug?
Should we
Get out of
go
here.
somewhere?
Should we go somewhere?
Wow.
Wow. The wow, dude.
Dude, that's an earthquake.
That was
Okay, he kind of lost himself there because he was scared, and now he's settling back into his true form.
In his personality.
Yes.
He's just getting back. So he experienced the trauma and now he's getting
He's
back to
just-
who he is.
Yeah.
I've been in 2. That's an earthquake.
that
yeah.
seems to be an earthquake.
Yeah, this is an earthquake.
That seems to be an earthquake. He is
Carl-
not sold on it.
A lot of people peeking up over heads there.
This is what an earthquake is, guys.
And he's still on the earthquake. He's still
on
Dude, that's an earthquake. Did you know that most of
Okay,
Manhattan's
so
built
so
on-
before we get into the last moments, this guy's
Varsity.
paralyzed in fear. Carl is all facts, and Chad is just trying
running
to
the show.
keep it composed. He gets into his nervous tick. Check this out.
Are we good? I don't know.
Did you know that most of Manhattan is built?
The way
This
they
was
look
such
at
a
him, the way
bro.
they look at him.
He was so begrudgingly looking to his
He did
left.
not want to look at him.
So let's see how resolute and how he looks over his shoulder when he is confident that he wants to.
And getting out of Minnesota would be a good thing, but he simply
That is a powerful look over your right shoulder. Contrast that with this look over his left shoulder.
Did you know
Very, very reticent to look over his left shoulder.
that most of Manhattan is built on landfill,
Yes, I do know.
not
that.
on ground?
Yes, I do.
He
know.
knows,
He's like,
okay.
I don't want you to go into this
Yes.
right now.
All Carl is capable of is spouting facts. Chad does not want
No,
any of the
no.
facts.
It's built on landfill,
Yes, I do know.
not
that.
on granite. And if there were like
Not on granite.
an 8.0 earthquake, then parts of Manhattan would just disintegrate.
Jerry.
Did you know?
Jerry
Jerry
is so embarrassed he can't look at anybody.
Jerry
right now.
is
so he has to
stunned.
look at the camera.
Jerry cannot believe the line of thinking that Carl is on.
Did you know that?
I did. I'd like to
It's true.
not.
It's true.
Did you know that?
I did. I'd like to
true.
not
Be
be
on one of
worried
those
about that
parts.
right now.
Bro, this is that is my favorite fall vegetable.
It's too
first
good
of
to
all.
be just TV. It's too good. It had to be written by a genius.